I haven't been in this kind of a hairy situation, but I've been in similar training situations where it's nighttime or maybe it's dusk, low light, and you're hunkered down somewhere, and they can get really close and walk right by you.
They can get right on top of you, absolutely.
That is not unknown to happen. This is a little extreme of a case, but not unheard of completely. Especially when you're looking like this.
Yeah. And you have a giant gun in your hands with a suppressor.
So we were in Iraq and we were moving in 2 vehicles, moving through the northern part of the city. We get RPG fire. They fire one and it goes right underneath the first vehicle. We see the vapor trail go right underneath and impact on the other side real quick. And then we get another one as guys are adjusting and turning their turret, and then it goes right over the hood of my car and impacts on the other side. So luckily they were bad shots.
Absolutely, they all are bad shots, that's the thing.
There's this thing that happens when you get close to a light source at night, you know, your eyes adjust to the light source. So if you look around, you actually don't have a good depth of vision if you look away from the light out into the darkness. So we did training missions where we'd get really close to guys who were next to a fire. They couldn't see us even though we were getting pretty close because there's that fire blindness, that light blindness that you get at night. We used to have this thing called rolling rendition where we were looking for somebody and we would go rolling through the town in a little convoy. We'd go through these narrow streets in Mosul, Iraq, looking for somebody. We'd have our asset in there with us. He'd be covered up because he was from the neighborhood. Yeah. We'd be like, that guy, that's him. That guy drinking tea right there, that cafe, that's him. So we'd roll by, we'd stop, and then we'd roll him up, and then we'd take him, we'd roll out.
Nice, dude. What a snitch. Yeah, one time we were in a training hall, throws a banger at nighttime, and it hits the edge of the door, and I was brand new at the time, first time clearing a room in my unit, and I'm just looking at it, and it blows up, and it's so powerful that I like reacted, and I hit my scope in my face, and I ended up giving myself a black eye.
Those things are no joke.
They're no joke, yeah. Feels like getting punched in the face with the sun.
How far did you ever have to carry anybody?
Ooh, far. During PT, we would always have to pick somebody up. When I was brand new, they PT'd me so hard when I got there just to give me a good fuck you, like welcome to bat, you piece of shit. They ran us, I think, 8 miles doing buddy carries and everything at like a 6:30 pace. And I managed to get through it until I got to my room and I just sat down in the tub and just started throwing up all over myself. I was like, yeah! Guess we're doing this tomorrow.
So your school is giving you the experience not only of surviving behind enemy lines, but also of being captured and detained by an enemy force. They would put you in stress positions, uncomfortable positions, like inside a small box where you can't ever really stretch your limbs out. You're always in a kind of a contorted, semi-uncomfortable position for hours, maybe even a day or two. It's very intense, but very, very valuable training.
It's also the only military school where they're actually allowed to smack you in the face.
Yes, yeah.
No closed fist, just open, but they ring your fucking bell.
Congress approved. Don't worry about it. Your senator signed off on it. They're allowed to slap you around.
It's good training. Build strength.
Uh-oh.
Something's gonna happen.
He's gonna look at a good. He's gonna real close look.
You don't got enough dudes in there.
Yeah.
To manage that, especially when you're passing by, they could be hiding a gun in their pants or something and just shoot you in the back. Typically, when you have civilians in your AO and they get apprehended by you, you have a squad behind you that'll take them and basically put them in.
So you can keep going,
you keep pushing. You don't want to just leave people just running around because they can do anything. The hardest thing was the transition to coming back to normal. I still feel myself super hyper vigilant at all times. Like when I go out to eat in like Thousand Oaks, California, which is the safest city in almost the world, and it's like I still face towards the door and I look at every single person that walks in just because that's part of my training. That's literally part of who I am and who I was.
You have a mindset that you train with for years and years and years, and you find little pieces of it that stick around, you know, the way that you observe a room or the way that you park your car, you know, a certain way. It's ingrained in you for so many years that it just kind of sticks with you even afterwards.